The investment world is evolving at lightning speed, and 2025 is proving to be one of the most pivotal years in modern financial history. While traditional sectors still hold value, new forces are emerging that promise not only to reshape portfolios, but to redefine how wealth is built, preserved, and multiplied. From the booming dominance of artificial intelligence to the silent power of infrastructure, investors are repositioning their strategies to stay ahead of the curve. If you are serious about your financial future, these are the trends you need to watch closely. Artificial intelligence. The new backbone of growth, artificial intelligence is not just a buzzword, it is the most significant technological shift of our era. In 2025, AI is no longer confined to experimental startups or big tech firms. It is embedded in logistics, finance, education, agriculture, and even personal productivity. Companies that harness AI to improve decision-making, reduce costs, and deliver personalized services are outperforming their peers. From AI-powered healthcare diagnostics to generative AI content tools, the spectrum is massive. Investment opportunities lie not just in the headline names like NVIDIA or Alphabet, but also in the ecosystem. Chipmakers, data storage providers, software developers, and cybersecurity firms. The real winners will be companies that apply AI in ways that create lasting efficiency. The transition to clean energy is accelerating faster than most analysts predicted. In 2025, solar, wind, and battery storage are not fringe concepts. They are becoming central to national energy policies. Governments across the globe are pumping billions into green infrastructure, electric vehicle subsidies, and carbon reduction initiatives. As a result, companies involved in lithium mining, EV charging networks, and energy storage are seeing a surge in value. Moreover, innovations in hydrogen fuel cells, nuclear fusion research, and sustainable construction materials are opening new doors for forward-thinking investors. This trend is not just about the environment, it is about capturing a multi-trillion-dollar transformation. Underneath the noise of tech, a quieter revolution is taking place. Infrastructure is back in the spotlight. Aging roads, bridges, water systems, and digital infrastructure are receiving massive investments, not just in the United States, but globally. In 2025, infrastructure is not just about concrete and steel. It includes broadband expansion, smart grids, disaster-resilient construction, and climate-proof cities. For investors, this means real potential in construction equipment companies, building materials, engineering firms, and even real estate investment trusts focused on logistics and warehousing. As governments continue to prioritize long-term resilience, this sector provides stable returns and protection against inflation. As businesses go digital, the threat landscape grows wider and more complex. Cyber attacks are becoming more frequent, more sophisticated, and more expensive. In 2025, cybersecurity is no longer optional, it is essential. Organizations across all industries are increasing their cybersecurity budgets, and that spending is creating robust investment opportunities. Look beyond the big names and focus on niche players offering endpoint protection, cloud security, identity verification, and AI-driven threat detection. Cybersecurity ETFs are also gaining traction, providing diversified exposure to this critical growth area. The companies that keep digital infrastructure secure will continue to be among the most valuable in the years ahead. The intersection of healthcare and technology is changing how we live and how we invest. In 2025, health tech is booming thanks to breakthroughs in genetic testing, wearable health monitors, AI diagnostics, and telemedicine platforms. Personalized medicine is gaining traction, enabling treatments tailored to an individual's genetic makeup. Investors are watching companies developing CRISPR-based gene editing, mRNA platforms, and next-generation diagnostic tools. Startups focused on longevity, brain health, and remote patient monitoring are drawing venture capital attention. As healthcare shifts from reactive to predictive, the winners will be firms that deliver precision, speed, and accessibility. Robots are no longer just in factories. In 2025, automation is touching nearly every industry, from warehouse logistics and agriculture to surgery and home care. Labor shortages and rising wages are accelerating demand for intelligent machines. For investors, this opens opportunities in robotics manufacturing, software platforms, and sensor technology. Companies that provide robotic solutions to automate repetitive or dangerous tasks are particularly well positioned. As these machines become more affordable and adaptable, their economic value will only increase. This is not science fiction, it is a practical necessity with a growing market. While developed economies grab most headlines, the silent growth of emerging markets is a trend too big to ignore. In 2025, regions like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and parts of Africa are experiencing a demographic boom, rising digital adoption, and improving infrastructure. The result: a growing middle class with increased purchasing power and demand for services. Investors are paying attention to e-commerce platforms, fintech companies, mobile health, and education services targeting these rising populations. Exposure to these markets comes with risk, but also outsized potential returns. Diversification across currencies, economies, and industries is key. Climate change is no longer a future concern, it is a present reality. In 2025, businesses and governments are investing heavily in technologies that help adapt to extreme weather, rising temperatures, and environmental instability. Water security is emerging as a top global issue, creating opportunities in desalination, wastewater treatment, smart irrigation, and water infrastructure upgrades. Climate resilience is also driving interest in carbon capture technologies, sustainable farming solutions, and insurance tech. For long-term investors, these areas offer both ethical impact and potential growth as the demand for climate solutions increases worldwide. A moment to reignite your thinking. If you have been treating investing like a game of guessing stock prices, it is time to upgrade your mindset. The real game in 2025 is not about timing the market. It is about identifying where the world is heading and positioning your capital ahead of it. These trends are not theories. They are realities unfolding now. How to build a strategy around these trends. Understanding the trends is one thing. Acting on them is another. To integrate these into your strategy, begin by assessing your risk tolerance and time horizon. Are you looking for long-term growth, dividend income, or sector-specific exposure? Each trend lends itself to different vehicles: ETFs, individual stocks, private equity, or even crypto. Next, consider using thematic ETFs that provide exposure to multiple companies in a trend category. For example, you can find ETFs focused on clean energy, cybersecurity, AI, or emerging markets. These reduce single stock risk while allowing you to bet on the broader theme. Then, watch where institutional money is flowing. Hedge funds, venture capital firms, and sovereign wealth funds often act early when entering a new sector. Following their lead, while maintaining your independent analysis, can offer useful signals. Subscribe to investor letters, study quarterly reports, and track fund portfolios when possible. Diversification remains critical. Even when following powerful trends, balance is essential. Avoid putting all your capital into one industry. Spread across different sectors, regions, and asset classes. While one trend may take years to blossom, others may surge quickly. A balanced approach allows you to benefit from both short-term wins and long-term vision. Watch out for hype and FOMO. Every trend has its cycle: discovery, hype, crash, and stabilization. In 2025, some AI stocks are trading at sky-high valuations. Some green tech firms are over-promising. Do your due diligence. Do not invest based on headlines or influencer tweets. Stick to fundamentals: revenue growth, profitability potential, competitive edge, and leadership. Patience and discipline are the ultimate investment edge. Remember, a good trend can still produce a bad investment if the execution is poor. Focus on companies that are not just riding a trend, but leading it through innovation, adaptability, and smart management. The world is changing fast, and the next decade will produce more millionaires than the last because of how quickly technology, infrastructure, and demographics are shifting. Those who invest early and wisely in these trends will not just protect their wealth, they will multiply it. But here is the truth. Investing is not about luck. It is about vision. Those who build real wealth see the world for what it will become, not what it is. That means now is your time to act. And if you are ready to take it further, the next step is clear. Watch the video that breaks down how to build a portfolio that rides these 10 trends with minimum risk and maximum upside. The future is coming fast. Make sure your money is moving with it.